In 1928, death didn't always come loudly. It came quietly, through small cuts, infected scratches, routine surgeries. Pneumonia, childbirth, a simple wound, these were often fatal. Doctors could diagnose, they could observe, but they couldn't stop infection. Medicine was fighting a war it was losing. No antibiotics, no safety net, no second chances. At St. Mary's Hospital, a quiet bacteriologist worked without fanfare. His name was Alexander Fleming. He wasn't famous, he wasn't meticulous, and his laboratory was cluttered. Petri dishes stacked, notes scattered, work left unfinished. No one imagined that disorder was about to rewrite medical history. Before leaving for vacation, Fleming did something ordinary. He left his dishes uncleaned. To most scientists, this was laziness. To history, it was destiny. Days passed. Air moved. Spores drifted unseen. When Fleming returned, he expected nothing worth saving. He was wrong. One dish stood out. A mold had invaded it, but around the mold was something impossible, a clear, empty ring where bacteria had vanished. The mold wasn't competing, it was killing. Fleming didn't throw the dish away. He stopped. He looked closer. Fleming named the substance penicillin. It killed bacteria without harming human cells. A miracle. But miracles need champions, and penicillin had none. It was unstable, difficult to extract, impossible to mass produce. Fleming published his findings. The world barely noticed. The discovery slipped into silence. Then came World War II. Soldiers weren't dying just from bullets, but from infections. Desperation forced scientists to revisit Fleming's forgotten work. This time, they succeeded. Penicillin was refined, produced, deployed. Wounded soldiers lived, mothers survived childbirth, children recovered from infections that once guaranteed death. By the end of the war, penicillin had saved millions. Penicillin was finally purified. Factories were repurposed. Mold was grown in massive tanks. Infections that once meant death stopped. Surgeries became safer. Childbirth became survivable. Medicine crossed a line it could never uncross. Fleming became famous, but uneasy. He warned the world, misuse of antibiotics would breed resistant bacteria. The warning was clear. We didn't listen. The greatest accident in medicine saved millions, but it also left us a responsibility, one we're still struggling to honor. For years after discovering penicillin, nothing changed for Alexander Fleming. His work was published, then forgotten. He continued teaching, continued researching, a quiet scientist in a quiet lab. It wasn't until World War II that the world finally understood what Fleming had stumbled upon. Suddenly, penicillin was everywhere, and Fleming, once ignored, became famous almost overnight.
Fleming disliked fame. He turned down many interviews, avoided exaggeration, corrected journalists who called him a miracle worker. He insisted on the truth. Penicillin was not the work of one man. It took others to make it usable. In 1945, Fleming shared the Nobel Prize with the scientists who transformed his accident into medicine. He never claimed more credit than he deserved.
Fleming wasn't flashy. He wasn't neat either. His lab? A mess. Petri dishes stacked carelessly, notes half-written, cultures left uncovered. Colleagues joked that Fleming discovered things because he was untidy. They had no idea how right they were. In August of 1928, Fleming did something completely ordinary. He went on vacation.
Alexander Fleming died in 1955. By then, penicillin had saved millions of lives. But Fleming never believed science made humanity invincible. He believed it demanded responsibility. His discovery changed medicine forever, and his warning still echoes today.
Sweet story, right? Without this man, you won't know what penicillin is. Celebrate this great man. Follow my page, subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.